So the one I'm going to do is this one right here. There's the edges of my frame. I'm just going to get it centered in there. Get these hoops on. Magnets on, I should say. Okay. All righty. That looks pretty good. Check the back. That looks good too. Okay. So I'm going to insert that hoop with my Hoffman Dream Big panel in there. And we're going to digitize. We're going to program our machine to quilt that flower petal for this Hoffman Dream Big panel. All right. Just get it all smoothed out. Okay. So a little bit different technique for this one. So we're going to get back into IQ. I'm going to click the home button and OK. Okay. We're going to go into IQ. We're going to hit our leaf up here. We're going to do an image scan and OK. What's really great about this, if you have a Solaris and you have that border quilting feature in it, you can actually, this is really great for quilting a border in because you can have your quilt border inside of here. Let me move this camera. If you have your border that you're going to quilt in the hoop right here, you can just slide that whole border up without having to rehoop, and it is super handy for that. But I like having the magnets in pieces instead of one big piece. It's really easier to handle and to actually get your quilt smoothed out and nice and wrinkle-free that way. So here we are. We got our image scanned in. I'm going to darken it up one notch. And the petal I'm going to do is this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to have to draw all around these curved shapes and back over to here. Now I'm also, to do that, this petal and this petal, this is already quilted. So I'm going to have to zoom in on it so I can see where the previous stitching is. But first I'm going to go over here to our line properties. And I'm going to click on the point to point. This is the one that is great to do if you have a curved stitching line, like for a panel like this, or any of the pre-printed quilt. I'm also doing a Stonehenge panel. This is the one you want when you have a curved shape to go around. I'm going to turn that on so it doesn't stitch out what I'm about to draw, and click on OK. Okay. So let me back out of that. I accidentally hit my mouse button. Now, I'm actually going to notch that up one more, and I'm going to zoom in so I can see, oops, forgot to hit that. Undo, click on the hand. And I'm going to go, you can see where my stitching line is. So I want to follow these stitching lines. I want to go right up into here where that was done before. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to put my start point right there at that V. Okay. So that's where I will begin and end these lines that I'm going to draw. Okay. So I'm just going to follow my mouse. I'm going to take little short bites of it because I want it to have a nice smooth curve. So I'm just going to put the point of the very tip of that mouse pointer right where I want to place those lines. As you get to where it really starts to curve, you can really follow a curve extremely well with these little points of reference. There we go. Okay, oops, undo. I find it's a lot quicker to use the side and bottom scroll bars than to always have to go up here and click on the hand. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, this is where I will come down this way when I get right over here to this line. So where I'm at right there in the hoop is right there. Oops, right there at that point, that junction right here. So I'm going to come down this way. There's a tip, and I'm going to follow it all the way around. Oops, all the way around back to here. Let me get my camera angle right. There we go. So I'm going to go here, follow it around like this. Okay. And just by taking like little bites, the more little bites you make, the smoother your curve will be. And remember, this is blown up at 400%. So when you go back out to 100%, it's actually going to smooth out that line you're drawing even more. And now we'll scroll over this way. And you can actually see a red line. Let me dim this down. You'll see exactly where we're at. If I take it all the way off, you can really see where I'm at. There's little black lines I'm drawing. The red line right here is where I just let off. And each time you click the mouse, it inserts another point of reference. Get my image back where I can see it. And use the scroll bar some more. Get some more of that image in our window. Wrong way. Here we go, that way. I'm just going to keep going up like that. Just follow the curve. See, it looks complicated, but it really isn't. You just have to, just takes a little bit of time. It's fun. It's like coloring. It's like drawing on paper. But instead, we're using this color touchscreen to draw with. Get in there close where I can see it. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Now it's a straight on shot. And there we go. Now we'll zoom out and we'll see the line we just did. Shape. I'm going to kill the background image. And there's the shape we just drew. Now, if you were wanting to create an original applique design, say you had AccuQuilt, and you wanted to build up an applique design in IQ Designer, this is the same technique, but instead of scanning in the quilt sandwich, you would scan in your applique shape to build on. Here we go. Let's select our pattern and stitch this one out. Okay. So we're going to select our quilting pattern. We're going to go to Regent's Properties. Here, select, and let me see what I need to put in here. It'll probably be this one here. Nope. Nope. Oh, I know which one I was using. I have a certain way in order I do this. As the petals come out from the center, I use two different designs. I was trying to figure out which one that went there, and it's this one right up. Where is it? Nope, it's up this way. It is. Come on, you. This one. Okay. Okay. Fill in there. But then when we get over here, I'm going to change the direction of this. This is something I wanted to show everybody also. I'm going to turn on my outline. Put it down to the thickness to thin. Okay. Then at this angle right here, I want to, it's in a horizontal. I want it to come more at like maybe 60 degrees. So I'm just going to click on this like to 60. Click on OK. We'll see what that looks like. Kind of like that. That'll look better. So I'm going to leave that one there. Hit set. OK. Make sure my embroidery scissors are turned off. They are. I always like to double check that. And then I'm going to have it stitch that out. Just take a couple minutes. So that's done. That finished. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pull some slack in my top thread and give it a cut. Oop, come on here. My fingers will work. There we go. I'm just going to give that a snip. Okay. Then I can pull, I'm going to take the hoop out of the frame, angle it to the upper left corner. And let's make sure that presser foot's all the way up. Then we just pull that right on out. Turn it over, then you can see where that bobbin thread is. And then when I snip, my thread's on the back of this one, she's all done.